thank you all so very much for the congratulations. I'm telling you, but you know what, family? This is where we are. And this is what Mel Gill and Amy Gill talked about when they said when momentum gets ready to hit, all you have to do is ride that wave of growth. This is where we are right now in this business. I'm telling you, family, it happens so fast. I just signed the paperwork for the LCQ qualifying. I mean, I literally just, because, you know, me, I had to be picky. I had to go and have some things built. I didn't want anything that was on the lot. I had to go have something built from scratch. So they're sending my car across from Germany right now to Baltimore, and I just went yesterday just to complete the paperwork on it. So I'm filling the paperwork out on that one, the LCQ. Then I find out I'm DCQ qualified. But that's just how quick it's happening. I mean, it's happening so fast. You look in your back office, and all of a sudden, all this stuff is happening. So this is where we are in the growth of this wonderful company, Team Effort Networking. Guys, I'm telling you, you've got to just get busy and make it happen. The hardest part of you building your business is really just your faith. Just have faith and know that you can do whatever you want to do. Just take the action to make it happen. You got to know that people, I'm going to write that down, take the action to make it happen. I like that. But you got to realize that people are looking for what we have. Remember Mel Gill said the only reason people don't know about 10 is because they haven't heard about 10. But once they hear about it, look at the results. Did you hear the testimonies last night? Do you hear the testimonies that's coming forth as a result of taking these vitamin sprays? We're talking about life-changing testimonies, people that are getting their life back, people that are beginning to move again and to dream again and to make things happen. And I'm telling you, 90% of your success is your mindset. It's how you're looking at each day, how you're approaching anything. What are you putting out there? What are you saying? And what are you doing for others? The only thing you need to do is have faith and take action. You got to be able to see the vision that's on the inside. Where do you want to go with 10? What are you planning on doing? You got to be able to see it first on the inside, and then you walk it out on the outside. I want you to remember when Pastor Dale and I first started with the sister company, my video talk, when we first started, there was literally 2 people in the room. It was him and I. 2 people in the room. We rented out this wonderful, beautiful conference room. And for about a couple of weeks, it was just him and I, just the 2 of us. And we would stay the entire day just, hoping that somebody would show up. And we would, just kind of fool around. Then we would just shut down, come back the next day. But one thing I used to tell Pastor, I said, Pastor, you know what? I just see the room just filled with people. I said, just look at it. Look at your room. Wherever you hold your TTPs, just begin to visualize it. Filled with people. Just wall to wall, standing room only. And we used to say that. I said, you know what? Well, we have them at my home. I said, we had the TTP. I said, this room is just full, wall to wall people, standing room only. And now look what's happening. We literally have standing room only. So don't think that you have to see it first on the outside for it to happen. You have to see it first on the inside. Then you take action, and guess what? It has another choice but to manifest. So that the thing you have to have is a mindset to believe that you're going to have whatever you want to achieve. It can happen, but it's going to happen first on the inside. Then you speak it, you take action, and then it happens. And in the meanwhile, you just share, because we have what people are looking for. We literally do. I'm going to stop right here, bring on my business partner, Pastor Dale. Are you there, sir?
I am here. I tell you, wow. TCQ, go ahead, my partner. Woo! I tell you, it wasn't 30 days ago that you were LCQ, and you now DCQ. You don't work $600 to $1,200 a month in 30 days. You're talking about momentum. I told everybody, when we get into momentum, guys, the things that took you 6 months to do, 30 days to do, you can do in literally weeks.
Yes.
and it's happening, just like that, thanks to, new team builders who are excited about building their dream, like Dr. Vincent and, Jesse on the right side, pushing. I tell you guys, you just have to make up your mind to go crazy.
That's it.
You got to just make up your mind to just go flat out crazy and build this business over the next 12 months. And I'm telling you, you can become DCQ qualified and LCQ qualified in 30 days because the momentum is so huge right now. That's what we're talking about. So we're so excited about what's taking place because it is literally taking place overnight. That's how excited we are. So you guys just understand. Memo, 1 star, congratulations to him.
Exactly.
I thought he was already 1 star, but good change. 1 star to Memo, congratulations. With Don and then to their team, they were doing their 4 meetings a day. That's people who made up their mind to just go flat out crazy for as long as they can. So we're going to encourage you guys to do that. We got a great speaker. I'm going to get out of the way and let him get ready to come on. But, hats off to my partner, Pastor Denise McDowell. Not only 1 star, but LCQ and DCQ qualifier.
I tell you, it's a great. You have to understand, it hasn't even been a year, and all this is happening in less than a year. Do you see how quick it can happen for you? Don't sit on the corner. Don't keep watching. Don't keep listening. Get out there and take action. Get out there and make it happen. Get out there and talk. Share. You got something good. It's about time the world starts hearing good news again. There's enough bad news on the radio, on TV, surrounding you. But you have what's called good news. You have wonderful, life-changing testimonies. Get out there and take advantage of what you have and dream your dream. Make it action. Make it reality. Because this is the time. If it's ever going to happen, it's going to happen now. And there's a saying that says, if not now, then when? If not this, then what? So you ask yourself that. If not now, then when? If not this, then what? Get out there and take action, because all you got to do is just take action. Everything else is pretty much going to fall in place. Well, as you can all hear, I'm extremely excited this morning because of what's happening, not only here on the East Coast, but look, Memo and his sister and someone else on his team and someone else on his team, they're all LCQ qualifiers. So they're on their way to the dealership to pick up themselves a brand new Mercedes-Benz or BMW. Barry Apple, look at him. And I think Barry, I keep saying in North Carolina because I know most of his team is in North Carolina, but Barry Apple just went and picked up a brand new Mercedes-Benz. Now, I know Barry was used to driving his pickup truck, but my man got a brand new Mercedes-Benz. In less than 90 days, he qualified for that Mercedes-Benz. So what do you want? Memo just won a trip for him and his entire family to go to Disney World, paid for by Team Effort Network. And his children were just jumping for joy when they heard Mel Gill mention last night, Memo, you're taking your family to Disney World. His children were just jumping around for joy because they're getting ready to go meet Mickey Mouse. So this is happening. You want it to happen, don't just sit and watch it happen for someone else. It can happen for you. You got to believe that. You got to know it. Now, we do have a great speaker today. We've been hearing a lot of wonderful testimonies, but we want to hear about these sprays. We want to hear more about the ingredients, the importance, and why they're working the way that they do to the body. But before I bring in our speaker, I just want to share a couple of things that Mel and Amy shared with us on the call last night. As you heard, the distribution center is open as of April the 1st, so we are now in full swing with our new distribution center. So products are going to be coming out a little bit different starting this month, so just look for your new packages as it come out. There's a new company brochure that's out in regards to the sprays. I understand that brochure is so powerful, it's going to be enough to make folks want to sign up, so we're looking forward to that brochure. That's going to be in some of the packages that come with your vitamin sprays. And also with the Cell Energy, guys, did you hear that last night? With the Cell Energy, you don't have to purchase this. Guess what? If you're in the diamond package, you're going to get 2 free tubes in your diamond package every month. I think for the first 30 days, I think Amy said, in your first package, you're going to get 2 of the free Cell Energy. So we're looking forward to that coming. We're waiting for that Cell Energy. And also, there's a cruise that's going to take place at the 10 University. 10 University is scheduled for May the 17th, but that following day on Sunday, there's going to be a big cruise that Mel and Amy has set up for us, for the those who were LCQ qualified and DCQ qualified. That cruise was set up for them. But Mel, they have to have, everybody's got to be a part of this. They just want everyone to rejoice in what's going on. So Mel has extended that cruise to anyone for the month of April, from April 1 to April 23rd. If you sign up 2 new business partners on the Diamond Package, guess what? You get to go on that lifestyle cruise along with Mel Gill, top leaders, on May the 18th in San Francisco at Treasure Island. You get to join that cruise. And you know what? Some of you have already qualified for that. If you have already sponsored 2 new people for the month of April on the Diamond Package, you're already on that cruise. So make sure you submit your name, and we'll get what the email address is going to be for that particular promotion, so you can submit your name for that event. Well, with that being said, I'm going to stop right here and bring on our guest speaker for today, because he's going to give us some detailed information in regards to these vitamin sprays, the ingredients that's in them, the importance that it is to the body, and why we are getting these wonderful life-changing testimonies. So let us welcome to the call Mr. Executive of Team Effort Network, Martin Brown. Martin, are you there, sir?
Yes, good morning, Pastor. How are you?
I'm doing great, sir. And how are you this morning?
I'm fantastic. I'm really excited for you. Congratulations on your car. You're going to have to open up a used car lot. You keep going like you're going.
It's on my other cars, right?
Oh, my goodness. Congratulations. That's wonderful to both of you, Pastor Dale and you. Y'all have done such a fantastic job in leading this organization and providing this forum each day for us to be reinvigorated, inspired, and led, and all of the things that happen to us as we listen to the call and listen to the testimonies and gather information and inspiration. So I have to thank you for inviting me again to talk to you today. And I'm going to do somewhat of a review today because we have a lot of new people since I last spoke to the group. So I wanted to go over some things real quick. The main thing here is we want to understand what we have here in our product, and we want to understand why they work. And so we're going to go into the nature of the body and how the ingredients work and why our ingredients and our products are special and unique. The first thing, I want to define some terms for people. We hear these all the time about describing our products, and I want to use them again as I continue to explain to you within each of the products. So we hear things like antioxidants. What's an antioxidant? It prevents cell damage by inhibiting the oxidation of lymph fat and the formation of free radicals. Protects fat-soluble vitamins from destruction by oxygen. So examples of antioxidants are vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin E, the carotenoids, carrots, kale, tomatoes. There's a lot of different foods as well as vitamins that have an antioxidant nature. They protect us against cell damage. And many of our products, all of our products, have some element of antioxidant in them. Then you're going to hear free radicals. What are they? They're molecules that cause cells to break down, speeding the aging process, promoting heart disease, cancer, and weakening of the immune system. Free radicals are naturally produced by the body's natural processes, but all the pollution that we're under right now and the ineffectiveness of our food system is causing many more free radicals to be in the body. What happens, this causes inflammation, it overburdens the immune system, and we basically suffer from a toxicity, a toxic body, because we can't get them all out. The immune system becomes overwhelmed, and that's when disease begins. You'll hear the term pH. What is pH? Perfectly healthy. I call it the potential of hydrogen. Oxygen is alkaline, and carbon dioxide is acidic. Our bodies are really designed to be at around 7.2 to 7.4 in alkalinity. Unfortunately, most of the things that we're doing in our Western culture causes acidity as opposed to alkalinity. So our bodies are much too acidic, and acidic is anaerobic. It's the lack of oxygen. And when you create an anaerobic environment within the body, then you have created an environment for disease to grow. Cancer can only grow in an anaerobic environment with no oxygen in it. It's fermentation is another way of looking at anaerobic. Your body's fermenting. And therefore, all kinds of fungus and diseases and bacteria and viruses, which are normally in the body anyway, they come alive and they start duplicating and growing. And then as they grow, you begin to feel the effects of it in sickness. So we want to keep our pH as high as we can by eating and consuming alkaline-type foods. And all of our products have an alkalinity to them. They're made from natural berries, they're superfoods, and so forth when I get into describing the products. So I just want you to understand the importance of why we're feeling so good and getting such great testimonies is because the body, once it's alkaline to 7.0 to 7.4, it will automatically heal itself. And that's what our products are doing. They're feeding the body, they're cleansing the body, and they're balancing the body.
Wow,
so
Martin, I don't want to cut you off, but that was just I love the way you said that. I don't want to cut you off. I want you to say that again because that's just so simple and so easy to digest. It makes so much sense. But I didn't mean to cut you off, but will you say that again?
Yes. Alkalinity, our bodies have to be alkaline, just like a fish tank. If we've had fish, most of us have had fish for ourselves or our children, you have to keep the pH balanced in the tank. If you don't put the chemicals in that balance the water and make the pH appropriate for the fish, they'll all be floating at the top of the tank. Well, our body is 90% water, so we have to keep our bodies alkaline. That's how God created us to function efficiently. And so when our bodies become acidic, someone with cancer, for example, has an alkalinity pH of maybe 5.5, which is 200,000 times more acidic than the body should be. So it's very important when you bring that alkalinity up, whatever the condition is within the body begins to heal itself because now it's in its optimum state. It's in the state that God created us to be, which is alkaline. And some of the foods that cause acidity are meats and dairy, sodas, and all the junk food, fast food, sugar, gluten, fluoridated water, tobacco, chocolate, table salt, alcohol, coffee. And it causes the veins to actually rust and destroys the cell walls. And we have 60,000 miles of veins and arteries in our bodies. So our bodies over time, it doesn't happen, in a couple of days. This is what happens to us over time, and it's getting lower and lower in age. It used to be, started feeling, uncomfortable with some form of illness or discomfort in your 40s and 50s. Now people are going through this in their 30s and 20s even. So it's very important that we alkaline the body, and all of our products, especially the Super 10, alkalines the body and keeps that pH in place. Of course, your diet is going to help. If you're eating kale and broccoli, spinach, collard greens, wheat, barley, raw vegetables, fruits, figs, lima beans, avocados, cucumbers, parsley, celery, lemon, lime, and you're drinking good water, you're going to alkaline your body. You can't drink fluorinated water because that's causing free radical damage also, because the fluoride is a chemical. Anytime you put a chemical into the body, it causes free radicals to rise up. The immune system has to rise up to fight the free radical damage, and your body is being weakened because the immune system is your defense. So they're your warriors, and they're always running around fighting inflammation and fighting these free radicals and unable to really protect you against some of the bigger things that come along. See, we're 9 trillion cells. God made us sovereign beings, okay? We don't need to do anything but get our bodies balanced, and it's all already built in. It's self-contained. And no product or no thing heals the body. Your body heals itself when you give it what it needs. And that's what our super products, Super 10 and D, and they're just giving the body what it needs. And it's like, wow, you gave me what I need. Now I can do what I'm supposed to do. And that's why you're getting the results and the testimonies that you're getting. I want to go over the components of good health. We're biomagnetic electrical chemical beings. The body runs on electric currents, which produces alkalinity or life force energy. We must look at food for its electrical life force value, not the caloric value of the food. So we got these 9 trillion cells, and they're reproducing themselves on a daily basis. The organs in the body are, replacing themselves all the time, but they're going to replace themselves. The new cells that are being replaced each day are going to replace themselves based on the conditions of the old cell. And that's why a lot of people, well, if we're replacing cells, how come I'm still sick? Because the DNA just copies itself, and you get a sick cell, and now a new sick cell. So as you heal the body and make healthy, strong cells, those cells start duplicating and becoming healthy cells, and you get stronger and stronger, and you throw off your illness or disease, which means not at ease. I get sidetracked with all of this, but one of the things we have to understand is we have to take control, whether we're talking about our business or we're talking about our own health. We have to. This call here today, I think every day, is an empowerment, a call to empower each of us to understand why these products work and what we have to do to command our own bodies. You're the commander-in-chief of your own body. You have 9 trillion cells. You're not responding to the cells, and that's what we're taught. You're not responding to outside forces, what the doctor says, what the dentist says, what this one says. You got to go to this one. The society disempowers us. and makes us believe that we can't do anything for ourselves. We got to have an expert. We got to have somebody to show us the way. God put everything in you. You got to quiet the mind, meditate, and the answers are all within all of us. Okay, so we got to take command, and that's what Pastor Denise was talking about as she opened the call up this morning. To take command of your cells, and our brains are cells. You have to take command of that. You know, the talk that goes on all the time, it's just built in. Like some people call it the ego, but it's self-talk. You know, you can't do this. You'll never get this. This company won't last. No. That's all self-talk, the ego. You have to control that, and you have to place in place of it your power, your projection of what you want for your life and what you want for your health. You can command your cells to follow you. Now, if you don't lead your cells are going to be led by whatever, TV, a pharmaceutical commercial. Yeah, I need to run to the doctor, give me some Lipitor. No, command your body. Command it. You have the sovereignty. You have the God within you to do that, the power to do that. And what happens is we've been disempowered for commercial purposes, for reasons of making money. Okay? So command your cells, command your health. That's why, some of the cultures pray over their food. You have to command the power that's out here and in each of us to get the results that you want. Okay. So like a computer, garbage in, garbage out. So if we put the good stuff in, which is what 10 represents, putting good, comprehensive, it's not just good, it's comprehensive products into the body, feeding the body what it needs, then the body can give you what you want. Garbage in, garbage. You put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. We're getting a lot of garbage out right now with our young people, with our seniors. A lot of unnecessary suffering going on out there, and that's the importance of this call today and each day, to understand not only the cars and all the other things that are going to come as a result of you building your business, but the lives you'll change. And I say save, because people can literally save themselves as long as there's cells alive in your body and you're functioning. There's no such thing as it's too late. It's not too late until you close your eyes and you go home. As long as your cells are replicating each day, if you got to begin feeding the body what it needs. And the thing with health foods and nutritional products is, if you're sick, you got to feed the body on a constant basis. It's not like a drug where you pop that thing every 4 or 6 hours. They're very powerful, drugs are. But food is natural, so you have to feed the body on a constant basis. It takes a lot of work. But you can cleanse the body, balance the body, and rid the body of all disease. But it's going to take some time. You got to have the right product. And so some of these products that we have here in our company can do some of those miraculous things for you. If you believe, you command over yourselves, and you take these products and you clean up your diet, alkaline your diet, and get off all the acidities. That's why I'm so happy they were taking the sodas out of schools. So this is making the kids sick as hell, as well as hyper, because of all the sugar that's in it. So, we're coming around as a society, but we're the leaders right now of the society. The pharmaceutical industry is not going to lead this cause. It's not to their interest. They're here to make money off of our illness. And we're here to prevent illness and have a wellness industry. That's what we are. We're a wellness industry. So we're about trying to teach and share and help people get well. And I've given talks about the pharmaceutical industry, which is a whole nother conversation. But I think everyone's getting a pretty good flavor on the fact that synthetic drugs do not cure, and synthetic drugs do not give you the results that you're looking for. I think a lot of people realizing that, having lost loved ones, having conditions that they've had for years and years and years that never went away until they started doing nutritional-based food. So I'm not going to get off on pharmaceuticals, but all I can say is that don't be fooled, okay? Don't be fooled by everything that's being waved in front of you. Understand what works, and that's why the testimonies are so important. I can say all this stuff, but if our products don't give you results, then it's just a conversation. Well, I'm not here to waste my time. I'm retired. I have a lot of things to do right now besides this. If I didn't believe in what I'm telling you and know that it worked, I wouldn't be on the call. So our first product is B-Power. For many years, it was thought that vitamin D was only effective in maintaining healthy bones and teeth. Recent advances in science revealed that vitamin D has a multifaceted role in the proper functioning of the body. It lowers the risk of illness, not formally associated with vitamin D protocol. The best way to discover vitamin D deficiency is through a simple blood test, healthy range being from 30, 40 to 100. So you can ask your doctor to, when you have your next physical, because they won't do it necessarily on their own unless they're a naturopath, to when they're running their blood work, what is my vitamin D? What is my vitamin B12 levels? And they'll come back and they'll give you the score. So you can see that the improvement that you're making as you continue to take the products. The best way to discover vitamin D deficiency, when having your annual physical, ask your doctor to add the test to B and D to your blood test. My doctor said that 75% of his patients were deficient in vitamin D. National statistics say 100 million Americans are deficient in vitamin D. You get vitamin D naturally from the sunlight, but must be in the sun 30 to 45 minutes each day without wearing glasses or sunscreen. Unfortunately, especially during the winter months, most of us are not out in the sun on a regular basis. Therefore, it is very important to supplement with vitamin D. Vitamin D acts like a hormone. It's not just a vitamin. It acts like a hormone, so it synergizes with all the other vitamins and makes them work more efficiently. Vitamin D acts like a hormone in our system and works synergistically with many body functions to promote efficient utilization of many nutrients. It helps strengthen our immune system, thereby reducing the occurrence of colds and flu. It reduces respiratory infection in children and helps treat psoriasis, chronic kidney disease, diabetes 1 and 2, asthma, periodontal disease, cardiovascular disease, schizophrenia and depression, cancer, hypertension, glucose intolerance, MS, and Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and cognitive disorders. So I could go into a little more depth, but I want to really spend more time on our new product that's coming out. So I'll just say that it's recommended that you take 1,000 to 2,000 IUs of vitamin D daily. In our sprays, you're going to get 2,000 if you take 5 sprays a day. They also recommend to have a purpose in life. The psychological component seems to offset the development of the dementia-type diseases like Alzheimer's. So if you have seniors, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your parents, get them on their vitamin D because it's going to open up the veins. It's going to increase the blood circulation, and it's going to decrease the onset of dementia and memory problems. There is also a link between diabetes and Alzheimer's. Both diseases cause a decline in cognitive function due to damaged blood vessels. So this is all happening as a result of the damaged blood vessels. In the case of Alzheimer's, it's in the brain. In the case of diabetes, it's in other organs in the body, like the liver and the pancreas. The next product we have is B-Boost. The B-complex family of vitamins are so important, again, synergistically, in how they feed so many different body functions. They are generally known as the energy vitamins, and they will lift your physical, mental, and emotional spirit. A deficiency in B will result in a host of illnesses like anemia, fatigue, weakness, constipation, loss of appetite, weight loss, depression, poor memory, asthma, vision problems, and low sperm count. Our spray is composed of B3, B6, and primarily B12. Symptoms of B12 deficiency are diabetes 1, periodontal disease, low blood calcium levels, chronic joint and bone pain, osteoporosis, numbness and tingling, mood and mental changes. And again, I say you can have that checked by your doctor so you can see how you're improving. The next one is Slim by 10, which is our weight loss product. And it's excellent because it's got some of the products in it, the nutrients in it, really help you to lose weight as opposed to just, dropping a few pounds in water weight. This product, we're getting fantastic testimonies in pounds and inches lost over weeks and months of usage. We have a tremendous challenge here in America as far as maintaining, weight is concerned. 1/3 of the population is obese and 1/3 of the population is overweight, which leaves only 1/3 of the population that is actually normal weight. That's a crisis. That's a market that you have out there. And, it's so simple to use because you're only spraying eight sprays under your tongue. It's not like you have to change a lot of actual behaviors, your lifestyle. I mean, it's always preferred if you can exercise more, you can change your diet, but you're going to lose weight using our product no matter what you do because of the nature of the components within it. Garcinia cambogia, its primary ingredients are hydroxystric acid, which burns fat we have stored and inhibits an enzyme called cyclase lyase, which is an important catalyst in the metabolic process of converting excess carbohydrates into fat. Garcinia cambogia is a natural appetite suppressor, which accelerates or speeds up your metabolism. It also improves your mood and thereby minimizes emotional eating and eating to feel better. Garcinia cambogia improves sleep and helps manage stress hormones like cortisol, which further helps you lose weight. It also increases lean muscle fat mass, which burns 8 to 10 times more calories, fuel, than fat. The second ingredient in the Slim by 10 is the green coffee bean, which is a natural bean rich in caloric acid, which inhibits the release of glucose, which is sugar, into the body, while increasing liver metabolism or fat burning in the liver. These two actions work together to inhibit the absorption of fat and stop weight gain. The third product in Slim by 10 is African mango, another superfruit, which speeds up the body metabolism and keeps you from getting hungry. Rich in vitamin C, potassium, and a variety of B vitamins, African mango cleanses the intestines and boosts the metabolism. So you can see by our Slim by 10, you're increasing the metabolism, you're suppressing the appetite, you're keeping the fat cells from dividing. And that combination, you're not going to find. Dr. Oz talked about the power of Garcinia cambogia. And there are products out here now with just Garcinia cambogia in them, but they don't have the combination that we have. And that's what makes our company special, the comprehensiveness of our product with the combination of ingredients that comprehensively work together. So the next product we have is called Super 10. Super 10 is here's where your antioxidants again come into play, because Super 10 has a lot of good stuff in it. The first thing we have is the berries, the acai berry from the rainforest, a whole superfood, which is antioxidant filled with antioxidants, amino acids, and essential fatty acids. Next, we have goji berry, a whole food superfood, rich in vitamin A, a powerful antioxidant used by the Chinese to treat diabetes, high blood pressure, and fever. It increases athletic performance and improves sleep. Then we have the macaya berry, a whole food, a superfood, which has the highest amount of antioxidant of any known fruit. It removes free radicals from the body, decreases cell damage, and assists in aging. The next ingredient we have in Super 10 is green tea, which is also in the Slim by 10. Green tea improves mental alertness, prevents genetic mutations, tumor growth, helps prevent all types of cancer, helps with diabetes, lowers the blood sugar and dental cavities, kidney stones, and skin damage. The next ingredient in Super 10 is ionic minerals, and minerals are very important because we're not getting that from the food anymore because the soils that the farmers are using has been depleted of the minerals. They put NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in. They take 60 minerals out. Your body requires 60 minerals each day. And without the minerals, then the enzymes aren't made properly, then the hormones aren't made, and it goes right up the chain, or your organs cannot function efficiently. And that's why so many of us are sick now. In the old days, we could just eat off the farm, and we didn't need to do any of this because we were getting everything we needed from the earth and from the sun and from good, clean water. That's not happening anymore. So we have to do something to compensate and to ensure our health. So Super 10 is just a fantastic product for that because it has those ionic minerals that you're spraying each day. Sixth ingredient in Super 10 is the phosphatidyl choline, which is derived from lecithin, is necessary for the metabolism of fatty acids and transporting fat through the cells. It reduces hardening of the arteries. High in linoleic acid helps people with bipolar disorder, a condition associated with low choline, and people with mild dementia. And then we have the Energy 5-HTP, which is the energy component amino acid that builds in the body and helps regulate serotonin levels in the brain and nervous system. And, it's just filled, aloe vera, it's just filled with a whole comprehensive 10 products that really all work synergistically together to balance and clean and feed the body. The new product that we have coming out is cell energy. You know, people don't really understand when you say cell energy, what do you mean? We're cells. We're just 9 trillion cells. Each cell does the same, has the same capability of our entire body. It has a little nervous system. It has a little excretory system. It has everything that our body does. It has a little miniature version of it. So you want to get products that feed the body on a cellular level. It's not just feeding an organ, not feeding one particular problem. It's feeding the whole body. And so that's what's so exciting about this new product that's about to come out, is that it's cell energy. It's geared and it's been devised to strictly build and treat and formulate healthy new cells. The first product in the cell energy is resveratrol, which is in red wine. It's a copper chelator, controls iron in the body and calcium and calcification. Before 18 years of age, the body needs calcium for new bones, and iron is shuttled to bone marrow to make new red blood cells. Once the body stops growing, these two minerals begin to accumulate in tissues and cells, leading to progressive aging, calcification, and rusting. By age 40, a male will have 2 times the calcium and iron stored in the body compared to equally aged females, and will experience double the risk of heart problems, cancer, and diabetes. Females escape this state for a time, donating calcium to the offspring and eliminating iron from the body during monthly menstruation. Progressive aging for females begins with menopause or hysterectomy. It also sensitizes vitamin D receptors. It reverses aging, mimics a calorie-restricted diet. So it's going to work in hand with your Slim by 10, removes excess minerals, reverses fatty liver, halts tumor formation, activates the gene. The second, probably one of the most important ingredients in the cell energy, is glutathione. It's the most important molecule you need to stay healthy and prevent disease. It prevents aging, heart disease, dementia, treats everything from ADHD to autism to Alzheimer's. Produced naturally in the body, highest concentration in the liver, pancreas, kidney, and lenses of the eye. Combination of 3 building blocks of proteins: cysteine, glycine, glutamine. Contains sulfur, which acts as a sticky molecule that acts like flypaper. As glutathione travels through your body, all of the free radicals, toxins, mercury, and other heavy metals stick onto it and get carried out into the bile and the stool and out of the body. So it definitely cleans the body of your heavy metals and your free radical damage. Poor diet, pollution, toxins, medication, stress, infections, and radiation all deplete glutathione in your body, which causes cell disintegration from oxidative stress or free radical damage, infections, and cancer. And you're no longer protected. As a result, the liver gets overloaded and damaged and becomes unable to do its job of detoxification. The glutathione is so important in keeping liver balanced and keeping the body balanced in general against all these pollutants that are part of our daily lives now, unfortunately. Glutathione recycles antioxidants. So it takes the antioxidants and recycles them through your body. Free radicals are passed around from vitamin C to vitamin E to lipoic acid and finally to glutathione, which recycles them. So it's efficient, and it's taking the antioxidants that you already have in the body and it's recycling them. So if you're deficient in this, the antioxidants are going to be destroyed. Critical for immune function and controlling inflammation. Our biggest problem in all of your diseases have an inflammation component. Anything that ends in itis is inflammation, okay? So you're having an inflammation in the body. The omega-3s and 6 and 9, they help a lot in controlling inflammation. The glutathione does the same thing. It's controlling inflammation. Master detoxifier in the body's main antioxidant, protecting our cells and making our energy metabolism run well. Excessive boost in glutathione levels. Exercise boosts glutathione levels. So if you work out, you're going to get a shot at glutathione. Works best when combined with multivitamins, vitamin C, omega-3, NAC, and vitamin B6 and 12, which is our B boost. glutathione is considered a superstar of protecting the brain. All circulation leads to the brain. So it is really, really a powerful thing, a component of our cell energy. The next component ingredient in the cell energy is alpha-lipoic acid, single most potent antioxidant in the brain, both on its own and as a recycler of vitamin E and vitamin C. It restores the antioxidant properties of these vitamins after they have neutralized free radicals. Stimulates the body's production of glutathione and aids in absorption of coenzyme Q10. Because it's soluble in water and fat, it can move into all parts of the cell to deactivate free radicals. So here again, alpha-lipoic acid helping with the free radical problem that we're having, and restoring and recycling vitamin E and vitamin C, which are antioxidants. Helps control blood sugar levels in people with diabetes, helps detoxify the liver of metal detoxification. 50% of the elderly suffer from dementia by age 80, with onset of dementia starting at age 50. So it's going to really help your seniors. The World Health Organization projects by 2020 dementia will be the leading cause of death. Prevention and treatment of chronic degenerative diseases such as cardiovascular disease and diabetes, reduces blood cholesterol levels found in spinach, broccoli, potatoes, brewer's yeast, and organ meat. Body does not produce large amounts naturally, so you have to supplement to get your alpha-lipoic acid. And the last ingredient is caffeine. Caffeine is found in varying quantities in the seeds, leaves, and fruit of some plants where it acts as a natural pesticide and kills insects. Some sources of caffeine are yerba mate, guarana, cola nut, and green tea, called biocaffeine. Bio meaning alive. Natural caffeine is non-addictive, naturally in foods and plants. Natural caffeine has stimulating and alertness properties. It is a metabolic booster, a memory booster, and a detoxifier of the liver and cleanses the colon. Natural caffeine will ward off Alzheimer's, increase dopamine in the brain, easing depression. Natural caffeine reduces fatty liver and non-alcohol-related fatty liver disease. Natural caffeine is good for the heart health and increases longevity. So our cell energy is a powerful antioxidant, cell regenerator, anti-aging, and reverse aging, and cell energy provider by supplying the mitochondria of each cell with the nutrients it needs to produce high energy. In addition, all of the cell energy ingredients work very synergistically with our Super 10, the vitamin D, the Slim by 10, and the B Boost. So this is an exciting product that's about to hit the market. Hopefully this month we'll be getting some cell energy, and I encourage everyone to use that, especially all of our products. Share with your young. You're very young, and I'm talking about young, 2, 3, 1, and your seniors, your people in your 60s, and they will feel the results of these products much faster, possibly, than people that are in their mid-age because they're generally in better health. But it's so vitally important because, I went to the drugstore for a friend the other day. In the middle of the day, and there's 15 people in line. I mean, these people, they pay in a copay, and so they're like, oh, I only got to pay $5. So, and they're just standing there getting bags of drugs. And so we've got to help our seniors, and we've got to help our young people to lay a good foundation in their little young bodies so they will grow up strong and they won't be dependent on all of these external things. If they build their strong systems when they're young, they'll carry you right through. And I know that for a fact because my mom did it for the 5 of us. And we didn't even eat fast food till we were in our 20s. So she was growing stuff out of the garden. And so I know that it makes a difference. And I haven't had any illnesses. I've never been in a hospital. I've never had any surgeries. I haven't been on drugs in 25 years, 30 years. So I know that what I'm saying to you works. I'm a living testimony to the fact, and my family is a living testimony to the fact that all of us from 55 to 72 are well and healthy. And so I strongly encourage you to share these products for our own empowerment as well as for our wealth, for our own empowerment, so that we can enjoy the quality of life that really God intended us all to have. It's been a pleasure talking with you all. Back to you, Pastor Denise.
Wow, Mr. Executive MartinBrown, thank you so very much. That was very edifying and comforting. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard something, and you've heard a reason why it is important that you take these vitamin supplements. I know you identify with something that Mr. MartinBrown shared, that taking the vitamin supplements will help you in that area. Well, thank you so much for that, sir. Again, Terry Whitener, God bless you, man. He records these calls for us every day. He even recorded the call last night with CEO and co-founder Mel and Amy Gill that is posted on the Tenacious Generation page. I would encourage you to get these calls, listen to them, educate yourself, know what you're doing, know why the body needs these supplements. What Martin said about lack of oxygen in the body, wow, you need to really hear and understand that again. And also what Martin said about your body heals itself when you give it what it needs. And that is so true. Give the body what the body needs, and the body's going to do what the body is supposed to do. With that being said, we're going to go out to Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. One Star Kevin Vaughn, do you have our quote for today, sir?
Absolutely. But before we do that, from the Southeast, ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate the One Star Diamond Club member, Pastor Denise. God bless you. That's awesome, my sister. I'll tell you, when Mel Gill and everybody mentioned that was an awesome call last night. Just
it really
incredible. That was a powerful call. Thank you so much for that. So congratulations. Martin, good to hear your voice on the call today, man. You're awesome on all the great information. I'm sure everybody has got enlightened today. But like I think Pastor Dale mentioned before, we just got to get to work. Pastor Denise mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen. But here's our quick quote for today because we got so much going on. I also wanted to mention, Pastor Denise, about this. So someone mentioned about having, news and, getting out the news. But we are the solution news, ladies and gentlemen. People listen to the news, all the negative and all that stuff going on. Don't get me wrong. That's important to stay up to date. But we are the Solutions News Network, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. No matter what part of the planet, we, through TEI and Team Effort, ladies and gentlemen, network, we are the Solutions News Network because we have the information both for the health side and for the business side as well. Wow. With that said, Pastor Denise, real quickly, here's one. I'm just going to give you one today because of the time. Crystallize your goals, ladies and gentlemen. Crystallize your goals. Make a plan for achieving them and set yourself a deadline. Come on now. We got deadlines every day. It should be every day, actually, every day now because we get so close to the big event coming up soon. Then with supreme, I like this, Pastor Denise, with supreme confidence, determination, and disregard for obstacles and other people's criticism, carry out your plan. Back to you, Pastor Denise.
Wow. Thank you for that, Kevin Vaughn. And I agree with you about setting those goals and giving yourself a deadline.
Absolutely.
And it's so important that you give yourself a deadline or you just be going on and on and on, not achieving much. Well, it has been an empowering call today. I picked up last night from Melanie McGill. Melanie McGill, they just have a way of really getting us.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness, boy, I tell you. You just get so excited. We were just on Facebook all night long, just going back and forth. They even woke up this morning. I don't think anybody went to sleep last night.
No, I don't think nobody did. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I know I was watching here for a while. Wow. I was in my dreams. I think in my dreams I was texting stuff out. In my dreams, I love it.
They really help to paint that vision. If they write the vision and make it plain so that they that see it will run with it. And we are definitely running with it. Do not forget the cruise. If you've already sponsored two business partners on the Diamond Package, you have already qualified to attend the lifestyle cruise that will take place at Penn University that Sunday following the event. With the trainers from Melanie McGill and all the other great leaders. So we will have I'm pretty sure an email will go out about that today or tomorrow with the email where you should send your name in for those who have already qualified. And if you haven't, you have until now and the 23rd of April to qualify to be a part of that brunch cruise, actually, that's going to take place on May the 18th. It's been a great call, family. Be back on the call tomorrow. Actually, tonight. Please join Pat tonight. Join Pat Lowe tonight in California. She has another powerful call that comes on every Tuesday and Thursday. It's 9 o'clock p.m. So if your guests can't make it to the morning call, get them to that evening call. A lot of wonderful testimonies of breakdown of the products and the company and a part of the company. So join Pat and Ed tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mr. T will also be on tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mr. T call focus more on the compensation plan and how to maximize that comp plan. It's called Show Me the Money. Mr. T wants to show you the money. It's out there to be made, so you might as well go ahead and make it now, okay? Thank you, family. Love you. Love you guys so much. Love Melanie McGill. Melanie Amy, we just love you so much. And go out there and make it happen. Take action. Dream big. And know that your dreams are placed in you to become reality. Know this also, family, you are loved. And you are greatly
appreciated.
Wow.
That's right. Thank you, Mr. Martin Brown. We love you, man.
You're welcome.
God bless you all. God bless you all.
God bless you all, too.